Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Facility Access Service Pass, also known as DAS Pass, during the party. So if you don't know, I do have two sons and one of them has special needs. So on our every trip and every party, whether it's Christmas party or Halloween party, we do utilize his DAS Pass for him because he is very ride heavy and he wants to go. So this pass comes very handy for me and my family, especially for my kid. In this video, I'm gonna go over a couple of questions that kind of always come up in my comments, in my DMs in regards to using DAS Pass while you're at Disney World on one of the parties like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party or the Halloween party. The number one question is, can you use your Disability Access Service Pass, also known as DAS Pass, during the Christmas party? Yes, 1000% you can. So a lot of times people will argue in groups, you can, you can't, you can, you can't. Yes, you can absolutely, positively use your DAS Pass during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So let me explain a little bit more in detail. If you have a ticket for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and you entered at 4 p.m., you will be able to use the DAS Pass from 4 to 6. From 6 to 7, when the park closes for the day guests and they start filtering the people out, more or less, the system and pretty much the entire My Disney Experience app is down. So from 6 to 7, it's not available. I think this is the time where people get confused because maybe they go into the system, maybe they go up to the cast member and something happens, you get a pushback when the system doesn't work and they're like, oh, they lied to us. You know, we have a disability pass and we cannot use it. So remember, from 4 to 6, it works. From 6 to 7, it doesn't work. And then from 7 to midnight, it works again. So you could use a DAS Pass on any ride. Anything that's open, you could use it, okay? And I know a lot of people will go back and say, but why do you need it? The park is so light, the ride waits are so short. Listen, to each its own, but on any given, party night, Mine Train is still gonna have like a 40-minute wait during the whole party. Maybe just it will, drop down towards the end. So you still need it. So absolutely, if you're eligible for it, definitely get it and definitely utilize it, okay? Another question comes up quite often is, can you meet characters during the parties utilizing your DAS Pass? That is yes and no. Okay, so this one gets a little bit tricky. So I know that you could meet Jack and Sally. You can meet them for the Halloween party and you could meet them for Christmas party, okay? Sometimes there might be another character that will pop up on your My Disney Experience app, but that's really it. I mean, it's really just Jack and Sally because they typically have the longest wait. So sometimes this is how it works, okay? Sometimes you could actually get a paper time back. So if you want to meet a character utilizing your DAS Pass, definitely check My Disney Experience app first. If it's not available, walk up to the cast member at the front of the line, at the end of the line, and talk to them and see what they say. Sometimes they might just give you literally a paper that will say like, come back in 2 hours, and then you'll come back in 2 hours. If you're unsure about that, or you need a little bit more information or clarification, then visit one of the guest relations people, cast members, at the Blue Umbrellas. You will see Blue Umbrellas everywhere. So if you have any issues, any further questions about your DAS Pass and if you could meet other characters and how can you get a time back for Jack and Sally if it's not in the system, if it's not showing up in the My Disney Experience app, definitely visit the cast members under the Blue Umbrellas and they will be more than happy to give you more information, to confirm, to provide, to clarify, okay? So don't get upset at the cast members because you also have to keep in mind that a lot of these cast members are just picking up extra shifts. They're not like, party veterans, and sometimes they're brand new and sometimes they're so young and, they just don't know, and it's okay that they don't know. There's a lot of information. So definitely, if you get pushback somewhere, just go to the Blue Umbrellas guest relations, guest services, and they will help you with everything that you need, okay? Another question that comes up is, can you pre-select your rides and attractions before you get to Disney World for your Christmas party. And tricky question to answer, but yes and no. So if you have a day pass, so if you're going to, say, Magic Kingdom for the regular day from, I don't know, 8 to 6, yeah, absolutely. You can pre-register for DAS Pass and you can make your pre-selections, which will be 2 attractions or 2 rides or shows that you want to see. You could do that. But past 6 o'clock, no, you can't, because then at 6 o'clock the park closes for regular day guests and it's open only for people who have a party ticket. So for the party itself, you cannot pre-select rides when you do your pre-registration before you ever get to Disney World. If you want to know more about how to pre-register and pre-select your attractions before you ever get to Walt Disney World, I did a really great video, like full deep dive, very easy to follow, and I explain it, I think, pretty well. I'll link it down in the description and somewhere over here or over here. I always get confused. So the next question that comes up is, will Genie Plus be available during the party? No, it won't. I personally, on a regular park day, non-party day, utilize Genie Plus to the fullest with the DAS Pass for my son. But unfortunately for the party, whether it's the Christmas party or the Halloween party, Genie Plus is not available after 6 p.m. Okay? So again, if you're in the park for the regular day up until 6 p.m., then yeah, you can purchase Genie Plus and use it. But once that 6 p.m. hits, it's done, okay? So you cannot use it. Another thing I wanted to go over is Tron. We recently went to Disney World over the summer, end of August, beginning of September, and my son really wanted to go to Tron. And so we utilized his DAS Pass there as well, but you know, it's not just hop, skip, and you're there. So let me kind of explain in case you're curious and in case you are utilizing your DAS Pass for the party or regular park day and trying to go on Tron. So if you're there during the party, you cannot purchase an individual lightning lane for Tron. The only way to get on that is to join a virtual queue. So, and I think, I want to say the virtual queue opens up either at 6 or 7 p.m. Not sure. You join the virtual queue, you make sure you're following that. Then once your boarding group is called, you walk up to the front of the ride, and I think on the left side there's going to be cast members standing there with iPads. So essentially what happens is that they have to convert your disability access service pass to like a lightning lane, and then you're able to go through the lightning lane. So you're not going by the regular standby line, you're going through the lightning lane, okay? Because even when you don't wait in a physical line and you're waiting for your boarding group, but then once your boarding group is called, you still have to go into the regular queue line, which will be very long. So that way the disability access service pass comes in handy for anyone who's utilizing it, is that once your boarding group is called, then you just go to the cast members over there on the left hand side, tell them that you're utilizing it, they convert it into a lightning lane, and then you go right in. So once you're in, this is where it gets tricky. If you want to use just like that motorbike type of seat, it's gonna move really quick. If you want to use the regular coaster seat where you sit down and just, you know, comfortably sit, that's going to be a long wait. And I guess of course it can vary. We've seen waits of just maybe 10 minutes, and we've also waited like 30 minutes. So my son can go on either or, but I said, no way, Jose, I am not going on that bike thing. You're gonna go in the back with me if you want to go ride this ride. So actually it was our very first experience where, you know, we utilized this DAS Pass, everything was great, and then we got to the front of the line and I said we want to sit in the back in that, you know, coaster that has regular seats. And so they ushered us to a separate line, and I kid you not, there must have been like 30 people, and that is a long wait because I want to say that they have only 2 roller coasters that have that particular seat. That's it. And it's only 2 seats, so you end up waiting a really long time, unfortunately. But otherwise, it's a great use of DAS Pass to kind of, you know, bypass a little bit of the standby line once your group is called. So definitely you could use that there as well. Now, the last thing I wanted to touch on is who qualifies for Disability Access Service Pass in Walt Disney World. So I'm not a cast member. I don't work for Disney. I don't, you know all of their rules, but I am a mom who does have a child who has special needs, and we have been using DAS Pass for years, and we really never had any issue having him approved for it, because even though he has used it in the past, I think it's every 60 or 90 days you have to reapply. I think of course it helps him and just makes the process a lot easier because they see that he's been approved year after year, but obviously every situation is very different. Number one question that I always get in my comments under DAS related videos is, you know, if someone has a mobility issue, can we use the pass? Or if someone who has a mobility issue and was denied the pass. And unfortunately, that is true, because what Disney is going to do is, you know, tell someone who might have a mobility issue, whether, you know, I don't know, maybe your leg is broken, or maybe you had a surgery, or, you know, you can't stand for a long time, they're going to offer you a wheelchair or a scooter, you know. And I know that's something that you might not want to hear, but unfortunately when it comes just to mobility issues, that's kind of how it goes. But every case is different, and definitely try and, you know, explain to them what it is that you're concerned about and how utilizing DAS Pass is going to improve your experience in Disney World, and just see how it goes. If you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you want to have that, like, you know, person-to-person experience, then don't pre-register online and speak to the person on the other side of the camera, but wait until you get to Disney parks and speak to them over there. You know, maybe that will be easier for your particular situation. So again, you know, I can't really tell you what to say and what not to say, but I just know that when it comes to mobility, it's like almost an instant no. So anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I will also link some videos that I have done on this topic, Disability Access Service Pass in Disney World, down in the description, so definitely check it out. I go over how to pre-register. I take you along with me when we pre-register and really do like a deep dive on how to utilize and pre-register for DAS Pass. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!